Man, you know what time it is, man. Overtime with Otis, man. We clocking in. Today I got my guy Commanders Table. We had to pop out. We're gonna do this discussion on this 2024 draft class. You know, the updates of what we thinking about them this year, expectations from this year, and you know what they've been doing in the past couple years. So how you doing today?
Doing wonderful, bro. It's just another day above ground, and we get to talk about the Commanders. And it's going to be a long off season because we got to wait till they get to training camp. So shoot, I'm willing to talk about whatever.
Oh yeah, you know, we gotta it's slow season now, so we gotta talk about whatever we could get. That's what we gonna bring up, man. That's
Right
what we gonna
on.
talk about. This Brandon, let's start out with the Brandon Ayuk stuff. I forgot to bring that
Yes.
up
Yeah, we
backstage.
got to talk about Mr. Ayuk, of
How do
course.
you feel about this man over here playing football? People told him play football. He came out with a soccer ball.
Yeah, he was playing football, FUTBOL. Nah,
Yep.
shout out to him, man. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is just having the time of his life trolling the Niners, and I've been enjoying it too. Cause shit, that ain't my receiver right now. That's their receiver. That's their problem. They gonna cut him eventually. He just gonna come on down, get ready for training camp, keep the slim. So it's all good. Keep doing your thing.
How do you feel about people out here saying, man, you know, Brandon Ayuk, he's over here doing all these antics and stuff like that. Like, you know, we don't want him to come to Washington and do those type of antics. I feel like you said, he just doing that for the 49ers. He gonna come over here and be on his best bet. But how do you feel? Do you feel the same way or you feel differently?
I mean, the way I look at it, man, as long as you're showing up on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and maybe Saturdays, depending on schedule, I do not care if you're doing speed racer shit outside the stadium. All that shit does means nothing to me. Just show up on Sundays and ball for me, bro. Because everybody's concerned with the wrong stuff. Like the character concerns, he really did not like being in San Francisco. It's been documented that he had his issues with that coaching staff for a long time, even before the money happened. So
Oh yeah.
I think it's a different energy here in the building. And also, you're with people you like. He's with Jaden. That's his boy. Jaden gonna get him right, man. Jaden's a leader. He gonna get everybody together in the building. They're gonna have a powwow. It's gonna be it, man. It's gonna be lit. Shout out to
Okay.
everybody in the comments too. Salute y'all, man.
Yeah, I see we got 5 people in the chat. Okay, my guy
Appreciate y'all.
Deshaun. Hey, he
Salute.
clocking in. Shay So Savage, he clocking in. My guy heard from off the
Off
bench,
the
man. He
bench. What
clocking
up,
out.
man?
You know that Commanders
Appreciate y'all,
Classic
brothers.
coming up. Well, it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout
me and
out to you,
Protect.
man.
Me and Protect, we going Wednesday at 7. So make sure everybody tap in Wednesday at 7. Me
Damn.
and my guy Protect. It's like a friendly fire thing, man. That's my
Yeah,
guy, man.
I know. I feel bad because that's my guy too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all fun and games, man.
for sure.
We
It's all
trying to get
love.
we trying to get this content out for real.
Oh yeah, nah, it's a great idea. It's
Oh
definitely a great
yeah.
idea to have that. But
That's why
yeah,
when he brought it up, I'm trying to tell you, I think I probably messaged him back the fastest. He said, "Yo, do you want to get on this Commanders Classic?"
so
Yes,
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 yeah,
sir. Let
tight,
me get on
smash
that.
that joint.
I'm trying to tell you. Man, I need all the content and practice I
I
could
feel
get,
that.
man, for real.
I
Because you
feel
know
you, bro.
that season coming up, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, you'll have a full schedule. Believe me.
Oh yeah.
Soon as it starts up, we're gonna be busy. So it's a good time to have some show your creativity and stuff like that. So that's a great idea, man.
Hey, he said, friendly ops, shots
Shots
fired.
fired, right? Yeah, friendly
Nah,
fire for sure.
nah, for real. That's how it be.
They
But
get
let's
you
go.
out the lobby in Call of Duty for that shit, but
Hey,
it's cool.
nah, for real. Let's jump into this, Joe. Okay, Jean Baptiste. You know, this was the round 7, pick 222. How do you feel? What's the positives? Let's start out with that. What's the positives that you say you've seen from him?
From John Baptiste, I mean, what we have from him is that at least he has the motor. You know, he has that dog mentality as far as wanting to play and giving his all when he plays. The only thing is there's a limit to the talent, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's kind of been his problem forever, right? And you come into the pro level, it only gets more accentuated because now you got to go up against the big dogs, the all pros, the potential Hall of Fame type candidate players. You know, it's tough. It's tough to make a crack at the roster, but you know, I want to have the best faith in him. I want him to at least carve a rollout for himself in some form or fashion, if not on special teams. But shoot, if they end up releasing him for whatever reason, I understand because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of roster cuts is to get better. So if you just can't find a spot because there's no minutes,
Yeah, no, I definitely get you, and that falls into my next question. Do you think the Commanders will re-sign them?
will they resign? If they do, it's gonna be on some like practice squad money type shit. Like I don't know how much of a priority it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Money, but money is money though. Like if you can make it make sense for both parties, shoot, why not? It's not gonna break the bank either way, right? He's not the only person the bag where we have to watch out for is when it comes to Jaden Daniels contract extension. That's when generational bag when we
mhm.
have to start watching for contracts. But for right now, if we re-sign him, yeah, why not? But bring him to the practice squad.
Yeah, you might as well. That's how I feel. I feel like what we got out of him, for the past years that we had him, I feel like for a seventh round pick, you can't expect
Can't knock nothing.
everybody to be Cam Curl, everybody to be a Bill. You can't expect
No
that. So
way.
it's like what we got out of him. I think we got a couple sacks out of him last year. Well, let me look up his stats from last year because we got a little production out of him, but not too much.
Yeah,
For
so I mean, for his career right now in the NFL, he's at one sack.
okay, one sack then.
So yeah, because he couldn't really find any minutes.
Mhm.
I think maybe he had a sack last year, but he played so few snaps, right? And it has a lot to do with just the roster. Your skill set kind of limits what you got. That's just how I feel, But again, it's he's still a Commanders player. I love the guy. I love the dude. I want to show love to him, and I hope that he makes the roster. But it's gonna be tough because in the words of Javon Kinlaw, there's some motherfuckers in that room.
Dang, we got some motherfuckers. Matter of fact, let me before I read these comments, let me ask you about this because I've been seeing some content creators been talking about it too. There's some fans they don't like that the player's been cussing. They said Jaden was cussing and he was cussing like he was like, oh yeah, some motherfuckers. We got some motherfuckers on the team. Like you saying that, like they were feeling some type of way about that. How do you feel?
I think people are very sensitive. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. Cuss as much as you want, say what you feel. As at the end of the day, they gotta bleep it anyway. So I mean, just get your shit off and show up for me on Sundays. That's all I care about.
Yeah,
Just show up on Sundays, bro. Show up on Sundays and everything is forgiven. If you win, winning cures everything. People just nitpicky because of what happened last year. In all honesty,
yeah, it's the off season, so it's nothing to talk about. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. You're gonna make
everybody.
a mountain
Everybody
out of
trying to make a
molehill.
story. Okay, my guy Travis in the chat. Shout
What
out
up?
my
What
guy
up, man?
Travis.
I actually subbed up to Travis. Shout out to you, Travis.
Yeah, my guy Travis. He be out here doing his thing, man, for
I'm
sure. I'm
already
a,
hip. I'm
I'm
already
gonna have
knowing.
him. I'm gonna have him back on the show. That's my Bears insider right there.
Oh,
When I
okay.
need when
Shout
I
out
need
to
the
you.
scoop on Caleb, man, he brings it out. That's my
Shout out
boy
town
Travis for
business.
real. Okay, my
Rams crash
Rams
out. So what up,
Rams
bro?
crashed
What up?
out
He said F them picks. Who's y'all sleeper pick from this draft? Y'all boys is JD5 throwing for 4,000 yards this season?
4,000.
Man, I
Sleeper pick.
think he could have 4,000 all-purpose yards, but I don't know about straight passing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
4,000.
sleeper
It's gonna
pick
be
from
hard.
this draft, sleeper pick for me is Chris Brazzle.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that for sure. Chris Brazzle out of Tennessee. He went to Carolina. He's gonna be up there with Bryce Young and McMillan. And McMillan had an amazing rookie season last year. So that's my sleeper pick. I think he's gonna be a baller.
Was he talking about our picks or everybody pick, just in
Oh,
general?
I mean, if he's saying from our picks this year,
Yeah,
Antonio Williams.
Antonio Williams.
Yeah,
We were
for a
talking
third
about
round for what potential production he could have.
yeah,
Definitely a steal.
we were talking about that backstage or whatever. Antonio Williams, the production. So you went Antonio Williams. I'm gonna go Katron Allen. Katron Allen,
Okay.
I feel like that the type of running skill he has is gonna day one. He can first game in Philly, he can go out there and get 40, 50, 60 yards if he has a good game if he's getting those type of minutes. But
Right.
I don't know how many snaps he's gonna get week one. But I could see
Right.
him coming in make a big difference for us for sure.
I can agree, man, and I think he's great depth for being that number two guy. I like
Mhm.
that terminology of discount David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But I
Yep.
can see the skill sets, and he's going to just bowl people over. So sign me up for that, bro. Especially in the red zone, I'm cool with that. We can
Oh
work with
yeah.
that.
That extra yard for real, he can
Makes a
go out there and get
difference.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Makes a
So
difference.
shout
Shout
out
out
Cam
Cam
Carroll.
Curl. Hell yeah, shout out Cam Curl.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for stopping by too, Rams Crash Out.
Nah, for real. Shout out Rams crash out.
If you got a
Okay.
problem with cussing, you may not want that access to the team because that's locker room talk. For real.
Yeah, for
For
a
real,
fact.
off the bench.
Come on, man. That's locker room talk for real. And
It's
then
just
they feeling some type of way about that. It's like, man, they don't want you to they don't want you around. You like, man, you over here nitpicky, like thinking might be thinking like you uppity because you don't cuss and other people cuss. It's like, man, we playing football, man.
It is what it is, bro. People think football players don't be talking like that all the time, though. For real.
Yeah. It's like, man, just like that De'Ami Brown documentary. When he dropped that, I'm like, I'm glad we get to see some of Jaden. I think when we were on when we were on the last stream, I was like, man, I want to see more and more of Jaden. But throughout the off season, we're seeing what Jaden's been going, what's he been doing. He been locked in. So I'm like, okay, I'm
Big
not
time.
even I'm not even mad. He been locked in, man. Go ahead and handle that business because what
Yeah.
I want to see vlogs of him, or do I want to see us winning? I want to see us winning. So, man, go ahead, do your thing, man.
Do it everything you need to do, and he started that production company venture with his mom's, I think. So I mean, you got to have content for that joint. So if you're not balling, that company ain't taking off, man. So it's time to ball.
Oh yeah,
I
for
believe
sure,
in him. Go ahead, Jaden.
for sure. My man Travis, he said appreciate the love, man.
Yeah,
Shout
hey
out my guy
man,
Travis, man.
keep it up, bro.
Divine Leo, she clocking in. Okay. Full command that Blue Jays hat is crazy. Antonio Williams, my pick too. Yeah,
Appreciate
he's
it.
definitely gonna go
Salute.
crazy. I'm glad that Terry has some help at wide receiver, because in the
Absolutely.
past years, Terry is about to be the wide receiver one, two, three, four,
You
everything.
right, everything in the kitchen sink, right?
So
But with Antonio Williams, I can't wait. Like, because what I'm seeing from all the content creators, and by the way, shout out to everybody. I know a Full Command show. You have a great show, bro. Like all
yeah,
these guys, you guys are very smart, and you guys break down the game so well. And I picked up a lot from that. And I also had the same assessment too, man. You put that kid in space in a West Coast offense, shoot, anything is possible, bro. Like I want to see David Blau like really get in his coaching bag. I want to see what kind of plays he calls because I know DQ he ain't calling no plays. He's just there to keep the fellas, you know,
oh yeah,
on task and keep them motivated. And I love DQ for this locker room too, though.
that's what I'm saying. DQ, he could that's the thing about DQ. I'm gonna give him a little grace from last year because, like I said before, everybody regressed. So
The whole team,
I'm gonna go into this year with an open mind. I want to
clean
see,
slate,
like I said, if he does good, we do good. So that's what I
right?
want to see. I want to see
Hundred
us winning
percent,
for sure. I want to see us winning.
exactly.
We run through these comments. Okay. Keita got it. She clocked in. Shout out to her. Oh my God, Rams crash out. Last question. Do you think this wide receiver core is good enough? See, let me let you go first on this one.
Good enough. So as of right now, as it's currently constructed, I think I think you're good, but not elite, if that makes sense. Like, I think you have enough to get by, but I don't think it would be an elite unit until we get a legitimate number two guy. And it's not an indictment on Antonio Williams, but he's a rookie. He's gonna have his ups and downs, and I want to give him more of a cushion to when he goes through that down spell. You have an established guy that can take some of that pressure off of him. That's really it, though. Other than that, I think we all right.
I feel like the same way. The wide receiver core is good, but I feel like we need that one extra person like that Brandon Ayuk, that Stephon Diggs, whenever Brandon Ayuk gets released, because I feel like, knock on wood, if we look in the past at injuries, one injury away from who coming out the lineup and starting. So it's like I wanted us to have more depth at wide receiver, like going into this offseason, maybe in free agency. I know we got Van Jefferson. They said he's been shining in the OTAs and stuff like that, mini
Shout out
camp.
to Van.
Yeah, they said he been balling out there. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I want the competition. I want us to make hard decisions. And oh yeah, dang, we didn't want to cut him, but we had to because we had to make room for this dude. So
For
I'm
sure,
I'm,
it's
I'm
it's
glad about
it's
that.
always about talent, right? And these are good problems to have
Oh
because
yeah.
I definitely you can see the wide receiver competition for like spots 4 to 6. That's gonna be a
Mhm.
bloodbath, man. It's a lot of motherfuckers going after it.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey, what they say? We got some motherfuckers.
Yeah, we
We
got some
got
motherfuckers in that room.
for real. But I feel like it's good. It's a good wide receiving core, but it's not great. It's
Yeah,
not a great wide receiver core.
exactly. But when if Brandon Ayuk comes in and blesses us with Terry McLaurin and Antonio Williams in the mix and Chig, oh yeah, sign me
Oh
up.
yeah.
Sign
Oh
me up
yeah.
for that.
For sure. Okay,
K
K
State, what
State.
up, K?
Okay,
That's
man.
that's the fan. What up, man?
Oh yeah,
Salute.
should have had her on that channel too. We should have ran
Right.
ran the three
Yeah,
back,
I
man.
know,
That
right? Yeah, the
was a
triple
good
team.
that
Now
was a
we will
good
next
show.
time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. Okay, let's run through these comments. I got full command. Let's say, hey, appreciate that, my guy. A Dubs running routes will be on full display fast. He wins off the line quickly, and it's very noticeable. That's what I
Yeah,
need.
that quickness.
I need that separation for Jaden because I want
Yes,
Jaden to get that ball out of his hand quick. I want him to
exactly.
get the ball out of his hand quick. So we need wide receivers who could separate because everybody, man, they was getting put in the
Molasses,
blender.
boy.
I'm trying.
Yeah, boy.
What was it? Quintanamo Bay? I'm not trying to hear
Yeah.
none of that week one. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I need Terry to be out here doing this thing, and I need Antonio Williams to be that decoy. So when they forget about Terry, they're like, "Who this young dude up here running up the scene?" Yeah,
Nah,
I need him to pop out for
real
real.
shit, bro. And I absolutely respect that. And I think his acceleration, it jumps off on film, definitely, man. That boy can move, and he's got route running potential. The only problem that I had with him in college is that I didn't think he had the best like top speed, if that makes sense. It's
Hmm.
quickness he has. Top speed is basically when you get in that open space and you make that initial cut. How fast are we getting to the end zone? I don't
Yeah,
see that superstar speed. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal take. And
I
that's
know what
where
you're
I
talking
think
about.
having another receiver will help him because then you have another guy that specializes in that. And bringing De'Ami Brown back helps a lot because he's a deep threat. You know, he's only a one trick pony in most cases, but that one trick he has, it's valuable. He
Oh
gets down the
yeah,
field. And
oh
that's
yeah,
what's really going to make Antonio Williams a beast is underneath, right? That slot route. Yeah, the slot routes, Antonio Williams is going to eat on that
oh
type
yeah.
of in that type of offense. So I'm really excited.
I know what you mean about the top end speed though. It's like you're fast and you over the top, but you might get hawked down at the end. Like
Exactly.
just like what we
Exactly.
were thinking about Bill, like we wasn't seeing that Bill had that top end speed until what that Christmas game when he took off. Then we was
Yeah.
like, okay, we was like, Bill got it. But
He
yeah,
got shot out of barrel.
shout out to my dog Grant, man, full command show, man. Make sure y'all subscribing to my guy. He definitely
Absolutely.
making them great
He
videos.
does
I
great
be
work.
for sure. We be tapped in for sure. Okay, Travis takes the loop. David Blau almost beat the Bears on Thanksgiving that 1 year. Man, hey, look, he got that dog in him, Travis. So I want to see what he's
Yeah,
doing to
he's
this
David
offense.
Blau is a competitive dude. He
Oh yeah.
definitely is a competitive guy. Everything he talks about is like competition, and you can see like they bro kind of look low key like he just eats, breathes, and sleeps football. So I believe him.
Oh
Like he
yeah.
don't leave the
I'm
facility type shit.
I'm trying to tell you, we need people that's locked in like that, man. Because I'm trying to win. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to
Absolutely.
win. From everything we went through last year, it's like, nah,
Right.
we
Yeah,
gotta
man,
get it in
we
for
came a
sure.
long way from Jay Gruden getting caught with cigarettes and drinking with random people in bars and
Yep.
shit. Like I'm telling you, I love where we're at.
Hey, did he have a J outside the bar or something? Like
I think my man's really was like, F this, I'm out.
no, hey, look, when them Redskins back in the day was stressing him out, he had that one meme when you hitting the cigarette. He got that one meme. He the cook at Waffle House stressing.
Nah, bro. Jay Gruden was wilding when he was out here.
Oh yeah, my man was doing that for sure. Let me see. Okay. Hey, look, so you know David Blau got that dog in him, man. He almost beat y'all on Thanksgiving. Okay, let's see what my guy Herb said. Coaching was definitely the problem last year. Injuries, obviously, but players weren't even in the right position. Yeah, coaching, man, and it's this what
100%.
I was saying last year. I couldn't see where the improvement went. Like we like, oh, what guy took a step up for last year? Like, could you say you seen anybody take a step up other than say Luke McCaffrey or Jalen Lane?
I mean, defensively, it's hard to say because the defense was so bad last year. But I will say I did, for as much shit as I've given Mikey, and I've given him a lot of shit. The fact that Mikey had as many turnovers as he was able to cause in a lost season, hey,
Yeah.
I'll take it. That's a bright spot. We can work with this. And apparently, I guess Durante Jones, he's gonna hopefully he can harness that potential and put him in more positions to make turnovers because clearly that's what he does best.
Oh yeah. Man, that's what I'm saying. Mikey, and then people, I feel like in this scheme, Mikey gonna eat for real because he has that dog in him. He's just a little undersized. That's what it
Right.
is for Mikey. He fast, he causes turnovers, and he has that dog in him for sure.
Definitely.
Van,
Van's toe drag swag, was it a catch or nah? Shit.
hey, look,
Catch.
I was about to say since it ain't no official refs there, it's a catch.
That's a catch, bro.
We in the off
Yeah.
season. We in the off season. It's a catch. We counting that one.
See, off the bench, try to stir up controversy already, man. You messy. Van's
No,
Super
for
Bowl
real.
champ has always been a solid wide receiver 3. Nah, no cap. Shoot, he had his heyday was at L.A. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
shout out to Van though.
And I'm like this. If he can come in here and be a good number three for us, hey, I'm with it. We need a number three around here for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, my guy James Bunch tapping in with my bro Overtime Otis, man. Shout out you for man clocking in, man, with us on this Saturday.
Appreciate you.
A Dubs, what is it?
QB was doo doo juice.
That's what they were saying. They were saying if he had a better quarterback, and then that's like what my guy Grant was talking about, how he's gonna be making that type of impact this year. Man, he got Jaden Daniels throwing him the ball now. His quarterback it went from bottom of the barrel to you getting one of the top
A
quarterbacks. Man,
boy
come
went
on,
from ashy to classy.
hey, for real, quick in one off season. I know that that's before his eyes. He's like, what the hell going on,
Yeah, I
man?
know, right, man? When
Got
he
this
threw
good
that
quarterback.
ball.
No, I missed him. I missed him. AP day, Adrian Peterson days when he was with us,
Nah,
man.
real talk, man. Shout out
He
to
said
all
Jay was
day.
hitting that jack. Knowing Snyder was over.
That was the way he hit that joint. You knew like he was getting fired, bro. He just said, "F it, I don't care."
Bro, I
Good
told you
times.
that's just like the Waffle House meme with the cook. They was like, if the cook not hitting the jack outside the
I
Waffle
don't
House,
even want
the
to
meal
be
ain't
in
gonna
that
be
joint.
good. You don't even want to be in that joint for real.
Yo,
Snyder
that's
had
funny as
everybody
shit.
stressed out.
Nah, real talk. If y'all had to draft one first overall, RG3 or JD5, who y'all taking? Shout out to you, Sideline Stories. Just my other pod. Appreciate
Okay,
you, man.
okay. Sideline story. Shout out to you. I go first. I go first.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm definitely taking Jaden for real. Seeing how RG3 and it played out after, and it's like him showing up to our stadium with a cowboy hat and stuff. I'm like, man, it's throwing me off.
He's a clown.
I'm like, man, you throwing me off, man. I can't rock with you.
Yeah, I
And then
mean,
last thing, and then it'd be weird every time something happens with Jaden. RG3 just in the comments or he gotta make a video about it. It's like, bro, is you hating on this dude or what? Let the young boy do his thing.
I agree. Yeah, it seems like RG3 he be having that main character problem. Like everything revolves around my time in Washington and five is better than me and blah blah blah. He's admitted that five is better than him. So of course I would also agree the same way. I think five is definitely better than RG3 as a number one pick. And it's not even just because of the mobility or recency bias, but you could see it even in college, man. Five was he was airing that motherfucker out now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he's always been throwing the ball and he's always been a better thrower. Now maybe there's an argument that you could say RG3 is a better rusher, a better like running, maybe
Hmm.
faster, but overall quarterback, give me five all day.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah. And he has a better arm. I say JD5
Definitely.
got way better arm than RG3 for real.
100%. Like, I don't even
But
think that's up for discussion.
them RG3 days, I'm gonna be showing my age. I was in high school when he was doing that. I graduated 2014. So when he was doing this in 2012, and I had that trash talking years because it was always the Cowboys, the Eagles fans. When I was able to talk that trash, I do appreciate those years because we was down in the dumps for Brick before he came. So
Definitely.
I appreciate that. So I started the pot because I live for bullshit. Hey, look, that's how it be,
I
man.
respect it.
You gotta make
Yeah.
it entertaining. You gotta make
Yeah,
it entertaining.
it's off the bench from PG County because I'm from PG County. I'm with all that shit too, bro. I understand.
Yeah, you
There's
know how
something in
that
the
goes.
water. There's something in the
For
water, bro.
real. Lady
Hey,
Erica.
fellas,
Hey,
what up,
fellas.
Lady E? How you
Shout out
doing?
Lady E, man. She
She
out here
busy
doing her thing
too.
too.
She's busy too. Sub up to her.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, all the Commanders content creators, they clocked in, they locking in this offseason because they know, hey, look, everybody feeling what I'm feeling. I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid too early, but I feel like it's going to be a real good season for real.
Definitely, at least better than last year. Shit.
Yep. JD5 for the culture, 3 stacks that on that weirdo shit. I stamp. He's on some weird stuff. Like, just like I think when Jaden got hurt, he just popped up like he had all the answers. He said, see, this is what you're supposed to do. I'm like, man, it didn't work out for you, man. Just don't even worry about it.
Yeah. And I don't
For
like
real.
how RG3 revises the story on what happened to him here in DC, bro.
Oh
Like, I
yeah.
don't like how he revises it.
Yeah. Okay. I got Travis. Name one player from each NFC team that you actually enjoy watching and respect. Okay. I start out. I respect. Oh, Jalen Hurts. I respect Jalen Hurts. Boom. And then from the Giants, I'm gonna say Scatterboo. Scatterboo,
Okay.
I like Scat. He be doing his thing. And from the Cowboys, who I respect, I respect Dak. I respect Dak for real.
Okay. I like.
He been whooping us every year. So I respect Dak.
Yeah, Dak Prescott owns the Commanders, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can agree. I like those choices. If I'm going through my list here, one player that I respect from each for the Eagles, it'll be Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter is a fucking animal, bro. He's
Yeah.
tough. From the Giants, of course, it's Malik Neighbors for me. When he's healthy, great receiver, bro. He's a dog for real. And then Dallas, it's either I'm going CD or I'm going crash out GP. Because GP is Pickens is him, bro. He's crazy. He's not wired up right, but he's crazy. He's nice.
Hey, look, I'm seeing something repetitive from these wide receivers. It seems like majority of the time, yeah, they not
They
wired.
crash outs,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
That's
got to
but
be a
those be
crash
the
out
best
though.
ones. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
those be the best ones for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what my guy Herb said. RG3 can't read defenses like JD5. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, definitely not. RG3 couldn't read for nothing, bro.
Okay.
He was literally playing vibes.
Hey, look, he said PG, born and raised, grew up in Forestville and Clinton.
Oh, okay, I knew it, bro. I was like, this is a PG nigga right here.
Nah,
I'm
for
from PG.
real.
I'm from Riverdale, Maryland. I lived in
Okay.
Hyattsville. Like, yeah, I'm PG for real. So I know our tendencies, bro. We just messy. It is what
Nah,
it is.
for
Shout
real.
out to you, bro. We locked in.
Okay, sideline stories. Just
Don't play.
don't play with RG3 milk. Nah, he don't play about that. You get to talk about that. He coming for your neck.
Hey man, I've seen RG3 eat oversized croissants. I'm kind of done with RG3. He's a
Yeah.
wild boy.
Carter
A
might
wild
not
boy.
even be here next year. Nah, for real.
Depends. I mean, if they don't pay him, I mean, hey, good for Philly. I hope they don't, but shit, I would pay him. Come here.
They said his maturity level. That's what they were talking about for
Shit, he a
Jalen
crash
Carter.
out, but he a Super Bowl winner.
Oh yeah, he a Super Bowl winner. And he loved Jaden Daniels. Like him, Jaden Daniels got that friendly competition with him.
Absolutely.
Respect Carter, Dak, JD5, and Winston. No, Winston, man, he has a career in TV when he's done with football. 'Cause he's one
Absolutely.
of the funniest people ever.
Naturally funny. Like he don't
Naturally
try.
funny.
Yeah.
Nah, don't try at all. Like that man, he definitely could be on TV.
100%.
Guaranteed spot. So let's jump back into this. We're gonna get to the next pick real quick. Jordan McGee. Let's see what did you like about Jordan McGee? Like that you seen from him, like the limited stuff we've seen so far.
So Jordan McGee is the epitome of speed. I am speed. He be running like the wind, bro.
Mhm.
Fast as hell and definitely decently strong considering how fast he is. So he can actually hit you too. The only
Yeah.
problem is he hasn't really been allowed to play. And then when he did play, he had to play for a horrible defensive coordinator, which I used to defend Joe Witt Jr. a lot, but after you see a defense struggle for 2 straight years, I think it's the jury is out to say Joe Witt Jr. probably bit off more than he could chew. I don't think he
Yeah.
was a good coordinator. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know how to properly utilize his players and put them in right positions. So I think McGee kind of suffered from that because he's below the depth chart below Bobby Wagner, who's old. He can still
Mhm.
play and still thinks the game, but physically he doesn't have that same sideline speed anymore.
Yep.
And then he can't play alongside the other starting linebackers. So maybe in a position to where he's a three guy, rotational guy, he'll be more successful.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think he can carve out a role, man, especially as a rotational guy. Definitely. I
Yeah.
can see that in this new system.
For me, he looks like one of those guys, like how you were saying, at the end of say his first contract, he just gets that extra tender, that 1 year tender, that 1 year extension. That's why I feel like with Jordan McGee, because that linebacker role is filling out. That linebacker room is filling out, man. It's like we're having top linebackers. So if we have somebody, say we draft somebody next year and it's in the second or third round, it's like you could be on the outside looking in. That's how I feel about Jordan McGee. But
For
what
real.
we like you said, he's fast, and I want to see what we can get out of him this year because I don't want the players on our team that they're just taking up a roster spot.
Right.
Because if we're gonna win, we can't have too many Ben Sinnotts on the team taking up spots, and it's not his fault. They could be just not using him or not putting him in position to catch passes and stuff like that. But the Super Bowl winning teams, they're not just having people on the team just to have them and not getting no use out of them. We trying to
Exactly.
get use out of every person on this team.
Exactly. Why pay him a salary?
That's what I'm saying. I could have got that money.
Right. I cannot play too.
Hey, look, Joe, like the way we play is not for everyone. Yeah, nigga, I'm not bad at calling plays. I'm not for bad play calling, not teaching your players lazy play calling. Nah, for real. Like, and what got me is when DQ was like, "Yo, we're gonna take Joe Witt out the booth." I'm like, what is that gonna do?
That's
Like,
not gonna do a damn
if
thing.
if you're gonna have the players like in your face, like maybe like, oh, can we do this or we see this on the field, but it was bad when DQ was coaching and when Joe Witt's coaching. That's why I'm glad like our defense is, allegedly making a whole 360. On paper,
Rejuvenated.
hey, look, on paper we look excellent. We look like we can go against the best players. But
Yes.
I gotta see them put it all together.
Yeah, we gotta see it on Sundays. But I
Yeah.
like what we're cooking with. We got some good ingredients. We could say
Okay.
that.
Yes, sir. So look, let's go into Luke McCaffrey. What would you say? Let's start out with some negatives. What would you say negative about Luke McCaffrey that you from your opinion?
Negative of Luke McCaffrey, I think, is really his still. It feels like he's learning the wide receiver position because in college, I think he went to Rice University. He was a quarterback. So
Hmm.
he went from quarterback to converted wide receiver. So you could see the ups and downs of him learning the system. I think he definitely took some steps last year to establishing himself as more of a featured piece, maybe as a number three, number four guy. And really, in my opinion, Luke McCaffrey's best calling card is special teams when it comes to returns, punt returns, kick returns, whatever it is. If you give him a chance to make something happen in space, he can make things happen, and that's going to be one of those things that's going to keep you on a roster because we need guys like that. That's how you win football games. But he's limited in his expertise at the wide receiver position. I'm hoping another offseason will get him ready because if it's not, I mean, shoot, hey man, your contract gonna be up soon. So
Yeah, and that's the thing about Luke. Cause let me look right here. We took Luke. What is a third round pick, number
yeah,
100 pick overall.
yes
So it's
sir,
like for a third round pick, I think I want a little bit more production.
definitely.
Not necessarily just a special teams player. I feel like Luke, he bringing those kick returns. He coming out with that momentum. I feel like maybe because he got that bloodline, maybe he has potential to be more than that. But what I see him as like one of those wide receivers that like you forget all about him, then they come score the touchdown. Just like who was that dude we had? It was Trey. He had long hair. I forgot what his name was. He was a white wide receiver. It was Trey something. Trey. It was like was it Trey Quinn or something? I forgot. I forgot what his name was. He was like from like Louisiana or something. But we had him.
Okay,
But I would say like I would see Luke McCaffrey as one of them lower tier wide receivers. Like you
yeah,
forget he's on the team. Okay, he come and score a touchdown. He's still, I feel like it could be some improvement for him. Trey
I
Quinn, that's what it is.
Trey Quinn. Okay, yeah,
I knew it was somebody
yeah,
Trey
yeah. I
Quinn.
remember Trey Quinn
But I feel like Luke McCaffrey is way more valuable than Trey Quinn because
for
what
sure.
he brings special teams, and then he can come
Exactly.
bring that them catches come in say off the bench. So let me ask you this: when Luke McCaffrey's contract up, do you think we will resign him?
I think so, bro. Because the special teams prowess that he has, he's one of the best in the league.
Oh yeah,
They don't grow on trees, bro. I know special teams is not important. It's not something we should always like emphasize, but I think that special teams utility, the fact that he's legitimately elite at that particular aspect of the game, I think that gives you a roster spot.
oh yeah.
If anything he gives us at the wide receiver position, like let's say he gives us like 300 yards and three touchdowns along with the special teams skills that he has, shoot, that's a damn good receiver to fill out your room, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah, because that's what I wanted from special teams. Like with the Jalen Lane, he taking the punt return back to the crib. Like Luke, he
Right.
getting us in good field position. Like the special teams unit. If we could have some drives where Jaden don't even got to come off the bench, but we got 7 points up there, like that's what I want the special teams to come in and be able to help out too. Like the offense does their part, defense does their part, and special teams does theirs as well. So I feel like it all ties in because for years on years, like I'm gonna let everybody have their opinion of who was the best special teams player or one of the best kick returners or punt returners that we had. But for kick return, I say Brandon Banks. And for what I was seeing
Good
growing up,
times.
it's been a little while since we had somebody like Brandon Banks taking back, kicks to the
Right, they
crib.
had the potential to take it to the crib. Exactly, man. I'm telling you, they don't grow on trees, bro.
No,
It's
they
it's
don't.
good field position is very much appreciated, not only from the defense, but how many yards you can give me back. And Jalen Lane, that kind of falls into that conversation too. The special
Mhm.
teams prowess, like you're legit elite at that. So
Yeah. Case take. Okay, this will be the season that would truly test Luke and see what he can do. He's showing progress he was showing progress before the
absolutely,
injury.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I believe in him.
For real, for real. He
Yeah,
was he was taking on that burden because Terry wasn't there, and I think he was doing pretty good before, the unfortunate injury happened. But shoot, I'm just kind of my expectations have been reset because I don't foresee a future where Luke McCaffrey's like an All Pro receiver. I don't see it, but maybe on special teams he could get that.
off the bench podcast. Consider that Luke only played 4 years of wide receiver at this point in his career. He's on the road to.
Where
Yeah,
exactly, he's still pretty much new to the job. You know what? You can even make the same conversation for Sonny Styles. He's only been playing linebacker for 2 years, and he's already that good.
yep.
You know what I'm
And,
saying? Like some people pick it up faster, some people need a little bit more development, and Luke might be one of those cats that he really needs the time.
and I don't want it to be like the Commanders of the old days, like somebody switch position, we let them go to another team, then it'd be like, dang, we
They
knew he had
blossom,
that dog in
right?
him. They blossom. That's always it happen. They never blossom here. They always blossom with the next team.
It's been like that for a while, bro. It feels like Washington, we're just a farmers league sometimes. You go through all the growing pains with us, and right when you're ready to take off, go ahead and go to another team, and they get to
Yep.
enjoy everything. It's
Hey,
bullshit,
look,
bro.
you leave us and win the Super Bowl. We be like, oh,
Right,
okay, how that
exactly,
work?
exactly. We was at home making meals for you and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Off the bench, he said, shout out to Banks making the CFL Hall of Fame. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
that's
Brandon Banks.
dope. Hell
Hey,
yeah!
look,
Shout out to
he a,
him.
he a DMV legend too, man. That
Facts.
name in the DMV for real.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Banks, man.
He said he did better than Lane to me in the short period of time. Oh
You
yeah.
cooking, K. You
Oh
cooking,
yeah.
K. I agree. I
Hey, look,
100% agree.
hey, bringing them takes out for show. Didn't mean to add, at least to me, LOL. Yeah, okay. But yeah, he definitely has been doing better than Jalen Lane because last year Jalen Lane he'd been having bricks for hands. Like when the ball was coming his way, it was I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, it just slipped, man. I don't know.
Everything was dropping when
Yeah,
when it
bro.
was coming to catch him. But these wide receivers, since Terry was out and Terry was hurt, they've been pushed up. Like Jalen Lane, if he was the fourth option, he was pushed to third. He might have been pushed to second. Luke was pushed from his position up too. So it's like they never had that guidance, that OG, that veteran presence. That's why even with the Trey Amos thing, like I was watching some clips of Trey Amos a couple days ago, and I was like, yeah, man, Trey Amos doing good, but I want that veteran to come in, take him under the wing, somebody who did it at kind of a high level, so it won't be any excuses, in the
Right.
future. He said Commanders for a long time was the Wizards of the NFL, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And you see the Wizards finally trying to get some people to make a turnaround.
Bro, I can't wait for the draft, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm
when is
ready.
the
I'm
draft? The
ready.
draft soon?
Yeah, 25th, man. We going I'm pretty sure they're going to take Devonsa. Seems
Yeah,
everything's pointing towards Devonsa.
yeah. And see, I'm looking at him, and he's giving me a little Jaden Daniels, not the talent level, but all the true Commanders fans. If you was locked in, Jaden ain't want to come to DC. He ain't want to come to DC. He ain't want to come to DC, bro. When the Commanders, the Redskins organization, this right here, this where the quarterbacks come and they just career just.
Yeah, it's over.
He was like, if he could have got to Vegas or he could have got to Chicago, man, Jaden like, man, let me take a gamble at them, man. Let me take a gamble at going to Chicago or Vegas. He's like, I ain't trying to go to Washington, but then he come out to the DMV. He like, man, it's lit out here. This is what I'm supposed to be.
Shoot, the thing is, like either or, the way that draft was going, either situation he went to, he would have hated it. Because
yeah.
DC, and then if it wasn't us, the Patriots were gonna take him. You gonna go to Boston with Booty as your
Yeah.
best receiver? Come on, man. No offense,
Yeah, it
to
would
the
have been.
Patriots fans, but
Yeah, it'd have been Nick. Yeah, nah, for real, Travis.
Travis
Wizards of
laughing.
the
Yeah,
NFL.
hey man,
Hey,
you a
look,
Bears
man.
fan? You know what it is, bro. Our teams
Nah,
just be
for real.
sucking, bro.
Hey, look, the Bears, the Bulls ain't doing nothing either.
Facts. Y'all got like 500 guards.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's jump into my guy, Brandon Coleman.
Brandon Coleman.
How do you feel about Brandon Coleman for this season coming up? You know, last year how his stint went. What's your expectations for this year, year 3?
All right, so this is a multi-layered answer I'm gonna give you because let me tell you, we got immediate returns from Brandon Coleman in his rookie season. Because I remember his best game he ever played was against Myles Garrett, where he held that man to 0 across the stat sheet. 0, bro. He went and won Defensive Player of the Year the very next year and had one of the greatest defensive seasons ever, if not the best ever, right?
Yeah.
So Coleman has showed you that he can play at a high level at the tackle position. He struggled with speed rushers. They kicked him inside. And I think what was being alluded to from a lot of content creators, and I guess you could kind of see or maybe come to that conclusion, is that he was beefing with coaches or like just something between him, offensive lines coach, and OC. It's just something wasn't connecting there. And as you can see, a lot of people got fired, but Brandon Coleman's still here. My expectations for Brandon Coleman is it's time to take that next step and let's be an elite guard at the NFL level because you've shown you can be a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be a good Pro Bowl level guard. That's my expectation.
Oh yeah. See, I was gonna have some of the takes you had. Like they were saying Brandon Coleman was beefing, or he wasn't with the team for a little bit. He was some healthy scratches, but I remember a year 1 Brandon Coleman. Year 1 Brandon Coleman, he was putting in work. He was getting beat some games, but he was definitely holding it down. Like I would say,
for real,
the first 4 games of Brandon Coleman, I would say was better than the first games of Josh Conley Jr. Because
right?
Josh Conley Jr. he had that row that what he was doing all them games back to back to back where he had the top defenses, all these players just swinging his way, and even Jaden told him. Jaden was like, "They coming after you. They coming after you. So be ready."
Exactly.
So I feel like Brandon Coleman, I did not see last year going the way it was. I thought they was going to throw him before we got Laramie Tunzel. I thought they were going to throw him at the other tackle spot. Just go in here and wait till Josh Conley Jr. Get his stuff together. But we got that dog Laramie, so I'm happy about that. But Brandon Coleman, I say, like you said, hopefully all pro guard. Come in, do your thing, be a starting guard. If not, the lower, I say the floor, he needs to be just a swing tackle, swing
Yeah,
guard, like
you're just a
somebody comes
backup.
in. Yeah, just a backup, but like a high level backup, like a
Absolutely,
backup that come and get a good contract from us when his contract is up.
for sure, for sure.
So let
I
me ask you this.
definitely.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I definitely don't think Coleman has played himself off the roster just yet. He definitely still has the talent. I believe in him.
Mm-hmm. Let me go through these comments real quick. He said, all them stars that say, I don't want to come to DC, they come here and start campaigning for stars to go to
Rose Bar champions, bro. That
Yep.
nigga John Wall he should have a statue outside that joint.
Oh, yeah. John Wall put up numbers at
They
Rose
gonna hang
Bar.
his jersey up in that motherfucker, bro. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
up he stayed in Rose Bar.
Oh, yeah. They're going to put his jersey up there. Caleb Wilson. You mean, Wilson going to change?
Caleb Wilson, yeah, the basketball player for USC.
Okay.
Nah, he's tough. He's cold.
Get ready for him to run the league. Okay,
Hey, he's cold. Hey,
I
Caleb Wilson
research.
cold, Travis. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga's cold as fuck. I can't lie.
Hey, look, I ain't tapped into basketball like I should be, man. I'm strictly Commanders right now. My team, me, I'm a Miami Heat fan. I'm from Virginia,
Okay.
So I feel like I could pick choose where I gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love that for you because unfortunately I picked the Wizards and look at me. All I know is pain.
I'm an honorary Wizards fan because I'm from the area.
Yeah, you from here? Yeah,
I'm an honorary Wizards fan.
You from the DMV? It's always in your blood.
If the Wizards win the finals, I'm gonna be out there like I'm a Wizards fan. I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there lit. I'm gonna have to give me a Gilbert Arenas jersey.
Nah, hey. Shit, go get you a strap too. You really want to complete the fit?
You gonna need it. Out there. Okay, let's jump into the next jump. Let's talk about my guy Ben Sinnott. Let's see.
Ben Sinnott.
How do you feel? How you feel about him? He was the second round pick number 53.
Yeah. So the biggest issue with the Ben Sinnott thing, I'm not mad at him as the player. It's not his fault. He got picked where he got picked, but we traded for that pick. You know, we gave Cooper DeJean to the Eagles, and Cooper DeJean is an All-Pro right now. That's the biggest problem with Ben Sinnott is I'm always going to tie that to that. But him as a player, we don't really know who he is because as we talked about backstage before we came on here, OT, Cliff Kingsbury is over there like, yeah, Ben Simmons, yeah, I'm gonna use him in a lot of sets, and then proceeded to not use him at all. So I just didn't understand what that excitement was for. But maybe as you said, he got to keep the money coming. We got to keep the lights on. Yeah, man, I'm all down for it. But reality, he didn't like him. He's gonna look like to be a fullback, like a traditional fullback in this new system, where he's going to run some routes every now and then. He may rush the ball. He's going to block a lot more. So my expectations for him is just you got to elevate yourself to being a starting fullback in the league. We got to become a starter, because if not, shoot, we're not going to sign you, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. We need to get that use up out of him. We need to, because
Yeah.
we need to get that use out of Ben Simmons. They said, "Oh, you fullback, you Kai Houston, jump in there and do something. Show us. We had that one fake punt, a couple catches he didn't had. Like, we're seeing flashes. That's what I like to see with players. If I'm seeing potential and I'm seeing, okay, you a little fast, you got a little yards after the catch. Let's put the ball in your hand more. Like, I want to see what he could do in this year. But if
Right.
if he didn't turn up, say this year with his contract up, I really don't see us signing him, because we don't really we're not getting anything out of him.
Exactly. It's production. It's a results-based business. That's the tough part of the NFL. Like, if you're not helping us win a championship, or we think we can upgrade at the position, we're going to move on. And I love Ben Sinnott because he wears our jersey, but shoot, I'm not married to Ben Sinnott, and I don't have super high expectations, but my expectation is you got to look like a starter, because if you ain't, shit, it's over.
Oh yeah. Let me get to these comments real quick. He said, "Oh, this gonna be climbing poles, beating bitches asses." It's the Wizards win it all, man.
Oh,
For
man.
hey,
Yo,
look, they gonna
them.
do it. Everybody tripping on the Wizards right now, because Trey Young ain't
His
signed that
option.
max. Yeah, his option.
He's trying to get a long-term deal. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's what
Get
I
your
was saying.
bag.
Man, get that money, man. What up, fellas?
What up,
What's
Taj? How
good
you
with
doing,
you?
brother? How you
What's
doing,
good,
brother?
Taj? Shout out to Taj. We in here talking Commanders
Talking ball, talking ball.
regular. You see, Cliff was never gonna use Ben at all. If you look and see how he used Mahomes in college, and look and see how he used in the pros, Mahomes really started using tight ends once he got to the Chiefs. Nah, for real, he was
Yeah,
abusing them tight ends, abusing them.
yeah, yeah. Nah, I like that analysis right there off the bench. And it's crazy because if you if you knew he wasn't gonna do that shit, I guess Cliff is just not a confrontational guy. That's why he was just on board and just saying he was on board.
Yeah. He was
But
like, "Man, let me get this check. As long as this check clear, and
I love
'cause,
him.
hey, look, he like, as long as that check clear, I'll do whatever you want." Yep. And then when
Yeah.
when it's not happening, they, man, Cliff, what's going on?
I said, nah, Zach Ertz is there. I'm going with
Yeah, for
Zach.
real. Lady E said, "I need Ben to step up, but I didn't hear he has a good. I did hear he had a good mini camp." Okay,
For
I'm
real, for
glad. Hey,
sure.
look, as long as we're hearing some improvement or something from them, that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, man, they had a terrible camp. Like, we haven't even seen him. Like, I'm
Bro.
glad. I'm glad at least we're hearing stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, if you were doing bad during the scripted events, I would definitely be raising my eyebrows right now.
For real. Okay, it says right here, if Washington has another disappointing season, does that put Q on the hot seat? I'll let you go
Oh,
first.
his seat's already hot right now. Like, if you go another season where we look like that, we're picking top 10 again, Dan Quinn is fired.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Like, you're
If
done.
if the first 5 games is looking some type of way, I feel like Dan Quinn he might got to be up out of there for real, because I'm
Nah, no cap.
last year I was like, what is Dan Quinn doing? Like, if the offense not going good, the defense not going good, I'm like, well, what does Dan Quinn do for us? Like, I know he's coaching people up, and some of the stuff with Dan Quinn was throwing me off, like the end of the year tournament type stuff. I'm like, all right, man, I know you're in there with them every day and you're coaching and stuff like that, but come on, man, what are we talking about? End of the year tournament, we getting waxed. We picking in the top 10. What tournament we in?
Well, we
Like,
wasn't winning games, that's for sure.
that's what
And
I'm saying.
DQ, God bless his heart, because I know who DQ is as a person. Like, he's a leader of men type individual. Like I'm gonna grab people, make it a powwow. It's a brotherhood, brother. And
Yeah.
then he turned his hat backwards like Ash Ketchum and let's go out there and let's go whoop ass and shit. And that's cool. And I respect him. I love DQ for that. But he's
Mhm.
not an X's and O's guy. He never has been, right? So when we say competitive advantage, it's not going to come from schematics with DQ. It's how he keeps people level headed and ready to play. And
Yeah.
it's up to David Blau and Durante Jones to be those guys to handle the X's and O's part. And if they don't work out either, then Adam Peters is in a weird position because last year you got rid of the coordinators and you kept the coach. What do you do this time? Do you just get rid of the coach and keep the coordinators and we do this again next year? Like, how does that work? You know what I'm saying?
Some people think David Blau is going to be
The head coach?
pickup, the head coach after DQ. They thinking that because you remember last year behind the scenes, I guess DQ was having the coordinators be like the lower coordinators be the offensive coordinator, be the defensive coordinator. They would go out and act like if they were the offensive coordinator, like a position coach would do that. So they were just like trying to put them in position to see what they would do. I think it was like some off season or some practice they were going back and forth against each other. Like they would have a position coach on offense be like the coordinator, and they have a position coach on defense be the coordinator, and they would go up there and have the reins of what would they do if you were thrown in this position. So
Right.
I do like that for sure. Okay, they said Quinn is a player's coach. He's always trying to be buddy buddy with the players. If it ain't winning, that won't work. If you ain't winning, that won't work for real.
I respect that, and as context for Taj, because I know Taj is my guy. He's a Cowboys fan, so he knows Dan Quinn from a very intimate standpoint for as far
Yeah.
as him being a coordinator. If you remember, they had a great defense where they were causing a lot of takeaways. Joe Witt Jr. was even a part of that staff,
Mm-hmm.
but they sucked against the run. They were
Yeah.
terrible against the run, and they got
Yeah.
killed by Green Bay. That got him fired. He got over here. So I agree with Taj with what he's saying. He's a player's coach, exactly, and that's what he does. He's not an X's and O's guy. That's one thing we're not going to say about Dan Quinn. He's not the guy that I'm going to trust to draw a play, and you know what I'm saying. It's not him.
Yeah. For sure, man. I just want him to do good so we can flush that last year shit down the
Yeah,
toilet and
throw
get to
that
the next
away,
one.
bro.
For real, Lady E, you get another coach. They're gonna bring in their own coordinators. Not for
Right,
real. That's
right.
exactly what they're gonna do. They're
So
not going to keep.
you don't keep everything from last year, and that's why it was like a peculiar switch when I saw Adam Peters do that. But I guess Adam and DQ came to an agreement that hey, if we want to run this back, we gotta switch the cards up, get rid of the coordinators, and that's what happened. You know,
What's scaring me about it, and I'm like, man, maybe DQ's on the edge of, man, if I'm fired, I'm gone. Like if I'm out, I'm out. I'm gonna go out swinging because,
right?
man, he taking a risk on the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. So
Crazy.
it's like if one of these coordinators don't work, that could be your ass.
That's your ass. Yeah, that's
Like it
your
really
ass.
could.
Grass. Your ass,
So I'm
Mr.
like,
Postman.
man, he betting it all on himself.
I respect it. I respect it. What's good? What up, CC? What up,
What's
brother?
good, CC? Say what's good, Otis. Shout out CC for
Clock in,
clocking
man.
in, man. We got 13 people in the chat right now.
Appreciate y'all,
Over here
man.
with my
Appreciate
guy,
y'all.
Commander's Table. We over here talking the 2024 draft. It's the off season. We gotta get these takes out for sure. But appreciate y'all for clocking in with us. Taj says facts.
Yeah,
Okay,
we was
okay.
talking about DQ. He's not X's O's guy. He's a player's guy. We know that.
Yeah.
We love you. We appreciate y'all being up in here. What up, K? K's fam. What up, K?
Yeah. Shout out K, man. Okay, let's jump into the next player. Okay, who we at now? We at Mikey,
Oh
second
man.
round pick number 50. How you feeling? How y'all in the chat? In the chat, let me know how y'all feeling about Mikey going this year. Before you go, let's see what E
All
said.
right.
Especially Blau, who has never called plays, but I trust Blau. Yeah, I trust Blau too.
I'm choosing to trust him too, because until he shows me something that proves otherwise, I'm
Yeah.
choosing to believe in him. But Mikey Sammer still, man, he's definitely the guy that I think can make the biggest step in this new defensive scheme because he's going to be put all over the place, kind of like a rover role.
Yeah.
And because the linebackers in front of you are good and can cover, because Sonny Styles, his biggest positive trait is that Sonny Styles is so versatile. He can rush the passer. He can guard the tight end. He can guard the running back. He can guard a slot receiver. He can actually play coverage. So that puts less pressure on Mikey to have to be, sticky
Yeah.
like glue on the player, and he's allowed to actually play more of a free roam kind of a corner and cause turnovers. And I want to see that from Mikey Sammer still. I want him to grow into that true alpha turnover creation guy. Like if he can be our version of Deron Bland, shit, I'll take that.
Oh yeah. And with the Mikey thing, Mikey has that dog in him. He has so much potential. That's why I want to see him
Definitely.
do. That's why I want to see him do good. When we weren't causing, well, we didn't cause any turnovers last year. But when Mikey came in, man, he causing one or two, three turnovers. We're like, wait a minute, who's he? We gotta find out who Frozone is, because he the only one over here that's gonna cause a turnover. So that's why I definitely want Mikey to do good. And this is gonna go into mine. I want us to re-sign Mikey when it comes to it. I want us to re-sign him
Okay.
for real. He might not be the cornerback 1, cornerback 2, but I feel like I want players that grow with us, players that we pick. We give them
Homegrown.
extra, homegrown players. We pick them up. They get an extra contract from us, And it's like Mikey. I'm not gonna say he did it the wrong way. Mikey, to me, he been doing it the right way. Like he been doing his thing. He been getting burnt a little bit, but he makes up for that to me.
I think so too. And if when he's not getting takeaways, it's like, what does he do? Because he's not a shutdown corner. It's not his game. He hasn't been that since his rookie season. He had some good plays. He had some good reps. But just because he slapped the ball out of A.J. Brown's hands once doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and say he's an elite corner. It's just not
Oh
the
no.
case. And plus, he gave up some of the most touchdowns by any corner last year. So
Yeah,
we got to clean that up. We got to clean that up,
definitely.
Mikey.
Definitely. It's always room for improvement for sure.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, Lady E. Mikey will have a big year this year because of that front is going to be dominant. And I
That's
feel
what
like
we're banking on.
that's what we banking on. I feel like you were speaking on that a bit earlier. When that front, when we causing that havoc and that's rushing that quarterback up, then we have players like Mikey come out the cut and up. Let me get
Yeah,
that. Let me snatch
exactly.
that. Because
Cookies.
it's like when you got a big Sunny Styles in the middle and the quarterback can't really see where it's going and all this pressure. Hey, the quarterback heart like this. Man, when he sees Sunny Styles, he don't know if Sunny Styles gonna pick the ball off or run him down. So he try to throw it out there. Hey, Sunny Styles might pick it. Mikey might come up and do his thing.
Hey,
So,
coach got to call a timeout. Tell him,
oh
go
yeah.
Denzel to him. Breathe,
Hey,
breathe,
look, they
dog.
scrambling. They scrambling for
Air.
go.
Nah, dude, I'm so excited. I know this is not about the 24 draft classes comment, but I am so excited to see Sonny Styles, man.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite player right now. That's not Jaden.
for real. I'm trying to see because they were saying a lot of people were saying Sonny Styles is having that Jaden effect, like Jaden rookie
Leadership.
year.
Yep.
Yeah, that leadership role, that matureness. That's what they say. He coming in mature for sure. And I was like, man, that's Ohio State. Ohio State, they built different.
Yeah, it's a factory, bro.
Taj said Bland is a 5-pack of ass his cheeks. He's an INT or give up a
Taj,
player
that's
for real.
basically what Mikey is, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
telling
look,
you.
on our team, it's like, man, I don't know if he gonna pick the ball off or get stiff armed, and Lil Boyd is the
All I
person going for
know
a
is
touchdown.
like if we're going up against Philly, I need Trevion to be handling Devontae Smith. I ain't trying to see Mikey on him again. I don't
Oh
want to
yeah.
see that.
Man, what you think about that Devontae Smith? Like they saying he number one wide receiver. He's gonna get that top cornerback that's gonna be on him. That cornerback number one every game. Every play. Do you think he's gonna be able to strive in that role?
No, no, I don't. I think letting AJ Brown out the building was the worst thing that could have happened to the Eagles. It just changes the entire passing game. No offense to Makai Lemon. I think Makai Lemon. We said this. I said this last time I was live with you and Kay. I think Makai Lemon has the best hands in the draft, but he doesn't have the best speed or route running. He's a great contested catcher, but you're only 6 foot. So I don't know how that skill set is going to translate into the NFL long term. I don't foresee Devontae Smith having that same type of production as AJ Brown, but I could be wrong, but I don't see it.
I hear you. I hear you on that one. And I was saying about the Makai Lemon thing earlier. I was talking to one of my friends about it because she's an Eagles fan. So I was telling her, I was like, man, Makai Lemon, I don't want them to come out. I want any rookie. I don't want any rookie to come out and it be so much pressure on them. Because if you put too much pressure on a rookie, they're gonna show you they're a rookie. They're gonna show you the reason why they're a rookie. They haven't been in this league for all these years. Like they're not one of these vets out here. So I feel like if they put too much pressure on him, it'll be the downfall of the Eagles for real.
That's what I'm saying. And but again, they're I guess the way they're looking at it, we're paying him. He's got to do that, and
Yeah.
he's gonna go do what you got to do. If how he's gonna pay you, that's what you got to do. You got to produce. I just don't see him being that guy personally. But if he is, I'll be the first person. I'll put out an apology video on Commander's Table. I'll say I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game.
See, and this is another thing about the Devontae Smith thing. I like how they kind of threw him a oop. They threw him a oop a little bit because they had AJ Brown. AJ Brown was the top wide receiver.
Right.
Then Smitty, he's over here drawing the second cornerback, the cornerback number 2.
Exactly.
So,
And he was
he's
eating
getting that
off that.
repetition. He getting that repetition when AJ Brown go out. Smitty getting that number 1. So he's been facing them cornerback number 1. So if I'm a Devontae Smith fan, so. If he does good, I wouldn't be surprised. But I feel like it's not going to be a smooth transition like the Eagles fans say. The Eagles fans say they're like this. Nah, that ain't gonna be nothing, man. Smooth. That's gonna be a smooth.
AJ Brown just grows on a tree. You can just find another one. Fuck out of here.
They was like, man, AJ Brown. They were like, who? AJ who?
Man, shit. They had to trade for him because, remember, they had to trade for A.J. Brown because they messed up on the Justin Jefferson pick, and they took Jalen Rieger. That's why. They had Justin Jefferson in that room. They would have never traded for A.J. Brown.
I was glad they picked him. He's a bum.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
My Wolverine cornerback 2 is gonna show out this year, playing that off-ball system. DJ May, Fabian Monroe look good. Yes, I said it, Monroe.
Fabian. Wow, that takes me back.
Hey, look, if he can make Fabian Monroe good, I got faith in him for sure.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to tell you, Mikey has that potential, man. He has that dog in him. You just got to have the quarterback. I mean, not the quarterback, the right coach it out of him for sure.
Right.
So I could see that.
For sure. I mean, he's got to be better.
Let me see what Taj said. He said Hurts' inability to throw over the field consistently is what will hold Smitty and Lemon back.
Hey, Taj is a fact spitter. That's one thing about my brother Taj. He's gonna say it how it is. I feel the same way, bro.
Yeah. No, he 100% right on that. I feel like Taj said, they're not gonna get to their full potential. Like if they had a quarterback who on our team, they'd be able to do it. He'd be able to
airing that motherfucker out, bro.
He would air that field out because that's what I was saying. Like when Jaden was in LSU, he had them
dogs at receiver.
Man,
we bombs away.
And look, they beating teams by 2-3 touchdowns. That's what I want our team to be. I want us to be up 2-3 touchdowns in the third quarter.
Mind you, LSU, their defense was cheeks that year. Jaden was the only reason they was in games.
Yep. Facts. He said, you're right about Ohio State, but fuck Ohio State. Go blue. Okay, so Herbie, a Michigan fan. I like that.
Okay.
They doing their thing on Michigan.
Yeah, they've been consistent for some time.
Let me see. Okay, brother, man, them letting go of AJ opened up the division race. Facts
for sure.
It definitely opened it up. And I was talking to one of my friends or whatever, and I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't think I've been hearing anything about Dallas. I'm like, Dallas might be on some sneaky good stuff this year. Like, every year they got some type of storyline. Like, oh, this is going on. This is going on. I'm like, man, I ain't heard nothing about them. Like, don't let me find out they sneaky good this year. Because I told them, I was like, man, I feel like Dallas might come out the cut and be number 1 in the division because they could do it.
Yeah, but it hurts me to say that too. But honestly, I've said this publicly on my Twitter and shit, but I think Dallas is going to be the winner of the NFC East this year. I really like their team. I like how they've improved their defense because now they achieved the vision that Jerry Jones was looking for, which is having a defensive line that's more equipped to handle the run, which is what they couldn't get with Micah. Now, are they going to pass rush the same without Micah? No. But they have more of a balance. And that's what you want. You don't want to have one glaring weakness. You might as well be balanced. And then you have an overpowered offense with GP, a crash out GP, and CeeDee Lamb with Dak Prescott airing that shit. Hey, bro, I like their offense a lot. I like their team. I'm not going to
That's what I'm saying. And I could say with Dallas, they're always going to have at least one win over here. Because until we get that black cloud off of us, man, I think Dallas they got something on us.
Yeah, we need Dak to just get up out of there. That's really what it is, bro. Dak he got the deeds to the Commanders, bro. He got the codes.
You say brother man said I don't think Smitty gonna hold up for 18 weeks.
Oof. Oof,
Hey,
I don't like banking on people's health, but I understand where you're coming from because hey, it's a burden being number one, bro. He don't know what that is now. Now he's gonna know.
not for real. Okay, my guy Taj, I'm out, fellas. Y'all be safe, man. Shout out to my
Salute,
guy
salute,
Taj, man,
brother. Thank you.
for
Thanks,
clocking
bro.
in with us, man. Shout out Taj for
Yeah, sub
clocking
up
in
to
for
my
sure.
boy OT, man.
Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Commanders on the clock. You already know this is gonna be on repeat throughout the season.
Absolutely.
We got some plans in the work. AJ said I heard some motherfuckers saying they may hold. May hold say okay, so make
Make
another
another
hold.
hove.
Okay,
Shout out
that's that.
Hove. Yeah, I
Shout
like
out
that
to the
bar.
hole. Nah, for real.
Niggas wasn't playing they day roll.
Yeah, that's my jump, man. I feel like with this being said, AJ got something to prove. I mean,
Yeah.
not AJ.
Devontae.
Devontae got something to prove
Yeah,
for
you gotta
real
prove you're the
because
guy.
yeah. How you feel? How you feel when they said AJ wrote best to ever do it? I said I know when he left they can't wipe that joint off. They better not let him keep that up there and he don't play for
Hell
that team no
nah.
more.
Actually, what I wanted to get your opinion on is when Janky Rondo, shout out to him. He's a streamer for like who does Commanders stuff, but he's mostly a streamer. I don't consider him a
I'm hip
content
with
creator
Yankee
on that.
Rondo.
Yeah, so he was out there with the players and he told Cuz, yeah, Travion is gonna guard Devontae, and Devontae Smith made this face like,
He looked at
really?
him.
Yeah. You
He
know, it's
looked
like,
at
bro,
him.
I think Amos is gonna guard him. I think he can guard
Yeah.
him.
I feel like Amos could guard it, but I feel like with that matchup right there, I I don't really like it for us
I
because
feel you.
Amos is a second year player. He's good. He could ultimately turn into a great starting cornerback. But this is somebody who won the Super Bowl. This is somebody who's been in the league for years. So I feel like I would, lean towards Devontae getting the best out of Amos. I would say maybe Devontae get 60% of it reps over Amos. Amos get 40. Like it's not gonna be like he trash Amos or nothing. It might be 55-45. But I feel like Smitty might get the best of Amos for real because he didn't even have the whole first year because he got injured.
Right. No, for sure. It sucks that the injuries slowed him down because I think he was having a pretty decent year. He was clearly the best corner that we had in
Oh
that
yeah.
room, and that's with Marshawn Lattimore being healthy and everything. He was better than him.
Not for real. So I feel like he might get the best. Let's jump over here to my guy. I don't know if we calling him bringing up nicknames. I don't know if we using nicknames for players. They gotta earn theirs. So Jerzon Newton,
Oh,
second round
Johnny.
pick, second round pick, pick 36. How do you feel about him going into this season?
Jerzon, man. In Illinois, you were such a beast, man. And people, we were so excited when we drafted him. We're like, yo, we got a steal. He drafted all the way here. I can't believe it. He was looked at as maybe potentially late first round talent, maybe like early second. So for him to fall to us there, we looked at it as a blessing at the time. What we're starting to see as his time in the NFL goes on is that he is undersized and he's not particularly good in run stopping. He's best served rushing the quarterback, right? He's a pass rusher. I think he had a game this year where he had 2 sacks or 3 sacks in the same game, which is nuts, right? So
Cowboys game.
yeah, so he can get to the quarterback. So my expectations for him is we got to find a way to get you in that rotation. I know you're not going to start over Javon Kinlaw and Deron Payne because of salaries, but you got to establish your guys at least a third guy. So eventually, when Deron Payne does leave the team, I'm expecting you to take that place to be the starter full time. But we need to see that he can handle that role in a consistent fashion. This goes to Durante Jones. How is he best going to use the ingredients that he has in the kitchen? Because at least what we get out of Johnny is that he can pass rush. So maybe put him in more roles where he doesn't have to he doesn't have to set an edge so much or have to plug up a middle. Just send him after the quarterback.
Okay. Let me ask you this right here. Do you think the Commanders re-sign him when his contract's up? I know you said what is it, old boy named Deron Payne. I know you
Yeah.
say Deron Payne contract. This might be probably most likely his last season with the Commanders. We
Right.
want to see if he could step up. Johnny, he's not at the end of his contract here. I think what he got 4 years, 4-year contract, second round
Yeah,
pick.
so exactly. So he's one of those guys where they have to start looking at if they're going to give him that 5th-year option. Well, actually, he's because he's not a first round pick, he doesn't get that. So you
Yeah.
would just make a decision in season if you would extend him or whatever that case, how that's going to look like if you want to extend him. I think if does he get resigned, it's completely going to depend on what happens this season. Because right now I'm on the fence. Because if you ask me today, I would say no. But
Okay.
if he balls out this year and he actually is able to consistently show that he can get to the passer and maybe improve somewhat in the rushing defensive side, he could get a second contract because they'll just let Deron Payne walk.
Oh yeah. So the thing about Mikey for me, I'm not Mikey. The thing about Johnny
John
Newton,
Jerzon.
Jerzon Newton for me, like you said, he had them back-to-back plays, and I'm like, oh, we haven't seen that
Dog.
before. I'm like, okay, that's that dog in you that the people were saying about them draft experts. They were saying, yo, he fringe first round pick. He's a dog. Disruptor on that defensive line, but. We haven't been seeing it too much. He might get some blockers, might be able to get the best of them. Like you said, his best ability might be rushing the quarterback. So I'm saying right now, how I'm feeling, I would say if his contract was up today and I'm like, are we going to re-sign him? I would say no, but we would have to go off of what he does this year. And I'm hoping he does good because I hate seeing picks walk up out this door. I hate us drafting players. And then look, Johnny Newton's one of them players. Will go somewhere else and he will be a dog. We'd be like, man, why wasn't we seeing any of that when he was with us? That's what it will be at the end of the day. Like in our luck being Washington fans, it would happen just like that. So last but not least, we getting in here for the quarterback. I'm thinking the best quarterback in the NFC East right here. How do you feeling about my guy 5? Okay, let me start out with this. What are some negative traits you could see in 5 that you would want him to improve on year 3?
This is a great question. And I want to start by saying, Commanders fans, I do love Jaden Daniels. Just because I may think certain players are better does not mean that I think he's bad. I think that he has done a phenomenal job given his circumstances in Washington because you're walking in to a spot where you don't really have alpha receivers outside of Terry. And when Terry goes down, who are you really throwing the ball to? I like Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuels is not a full-fledged wide receiver with a bag, with a route running bag. Improvements I want to see from Jaden Daniels given those circumstances. I think he sucks at the read option because I guess he don't be reading. Because every time he gets the ball, he's getting knocked down or losing yards. So if we're gonna run stuff like that, which I think David Blau's probably gonna steer away from it, but if we decide to incorporate it, I need him to get better with the play recognition as far as seeing where you're gonna go with the ball. I would also like him to improve his downfield accuracy. And I know people will look at me like I'm crazy because of the Hail Mary play or the play in Cleveland when De'Ami Brown was running butt naked and he threw that joint. And, oh, yeah, of course, the plays that he hits are great, but I've seen a lot of plays where he misses them shits. So I need Jaden to really lock in and hone in on that deep passing accuracy because if you can turn back the hands of time to make it look somewhat like what you was doing at LSU or even your rookie season, oh, yeah, it's going to be a problem because now the defense is forced to have to play a little bit more back, and then that's when Jaden's going to cook you because he can cook you in the intermediate routes all day. All day.
And then another thing last year, I don't think the plays were getting schemed up for him to air it out. I don't think they were
Exactly. It's all underneath screen stuff.
Yep. And then that's what I hate. Like our plays, and then other teams will say it. They will be so predictable. Like you could kind of see it coming. You'd be like, okay, he's about to throw that screen out the back.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Deebo lined
now
up?
Now it's kickoff. Like it's like, man, everybody's seen that screen coming. The offense, the defense. Like I forgot what game they were saying. They were like, man, we knew exactly what they were doing. I think it was a Minnesota game when we got whooped.
Oh yeah. They mollywopped us.
Every time I see Jaden on the RPO, I'd be like, fuck! Man, and that's what I will say. That's why I will give that to my guy RG3. When those
he was
RPOs
a beast at them
out,
RPOs. He was a god.
Hey, look, when he see the dude biting down, he like, oh yeah, let me hand that off.
Tuck this jump. Yep. Yeah. Or I'm handing it off to Alfred Morris.
Alfred
Morris is hooping.
Yeah, man, Alfred Morris, and then see, I got a love-hate relationship with Alfred Morris because after he hooped for us, he came and spanked us, and he was with the Cowboys. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah, yeah,
world?
yeah.
I'm
He was
like,
hooping for Dallas for a little bit too.
I'm like, man, don't come from the Cowboys and be whooping
Is
on us,
hey,
man.
if
You
if we
started with
if
us.
if we loved him, we should have signed him, right? We let him go. So like,
Yeah.
I get it. Got to get your bread, bro. Shout out to Alfred Morris though. I fuck with him.
So let's go off of some good the good things you seeing about Jaden. You're like, man, I love this is what I love seeing when he does this right here.
I love when Jaden is cool under pressure, and when the game starts to look like it's getting out of control, or perhaps the momentum is not shifting in our direction.
Mhm.
Jaden will keep his foot on the neck, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see it too many times last year. But against the Giants and against the Chargers, when it seemed like momentum was going to the other team, Jaden would put the ball in his hands and make something happen. He dropped a beautiful dime to bum ass Chris Moore in that Chargers game. You can go and look at that shit on YouTube. That was a dime, a dot. And I was like, yeah, this is Jaden. Like, I want to see this all the time.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to see. So hopefully, David Blau, you can, scheme up some shit, get in the lab and craft some plays where I can see my boy Jaden just drop some dots over the top of the defense. I want to see that, bro.
Oh yeah. Some good things I like seeing about Jaden. Like you said, I like when that confidence is up. And like when his
Yes.
confidence is through the roof, you like just like that LA game. When that LA game, when we were playing the Chargers, it was a different vibe Jaden brought to the game. Like when they was over here dancing, they
Yeah,
was doing the
yeah,
celebration before they scored. Like
yeah.
it
They
was a
had
different vibe for real.
Yeah, they
Like
had
he
the
turned
song
up.
on that joint. And niggas say, "You fucking with the motion." Dun-dun-dun-dun. That shit
Oh
hard,
yeah.
bro. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you. I just like and then this is what I was telling my wife the other day. I was like, well, this was what last year before we even had the down season. I was like, man, like everybody was thinking, for rookie year, we gonna win the Super Bowl year one, year two. I was like, man, I can't wait till he gets in there, like how Josh Allen's in there, Lamar Jackson, and quarterbacks like that just been through it, seen all the defenses, and you're a true veteran. When Jaden becomes a true veteran, like say year 4, year 5, and he like, man, I know what I'm doing, and then he
Right.
gets that. I see what Jaden doing now. That honeymoon phase is wearing out for Jaden. Like he's like, man, I want to be, I want to be right. I don't want to be looked at as a bad person. I want to be looked at as a good person. I'm the face of the organization. When Jaden hit him with and I ain't trying to talk about last year no more. I said, oh, it's coming out. I said, it's
Yeah,
coming out a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
I seen that conversation too, and I feel him because he's like, man, last year was last year. That shit happened. We didn't like it. We hated it. We lost jobs. I lost my guy Cliff. It
Yeah,
happens, bro. Like it's time to just wrap it up, put it in the past, put it in the rear view, and let's turn up this year. And this is as much as Jaden has shown the traits that he can do these things. It's also going to be on David Blau, bro. You got to harness his traits and put him in situations to where he can showcase his talents and not screen pass us to death. That's what I did. I hated seeing with Cliff, bro. It was so predictable.
oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Cliff, and people were saying like at the end of the day, Cliff schemes and stuff, it get found out. It get found out
Absolutely.
after a while, for sure. So I'm over here like, dang, man. I just pray for this season. We do our thing, man, for real. I need these young coaches to come in and because I don't want Dan Quinn fired because that's gonna be another season down the
Here we go
drain.
again. Yep. Here we go again. And then on top of that, you're going to have other questions because that contract extension is going to be looming for Jaden, and you have to make a decision. Do you give this guy upwards of 60 million a year? Right?
Yeah,
It's a big time investment. It's one of those investments that can severely limit your free agent activity. Ask Miami how that
yeah.
deal went when they did that with Tua. They're
They
still
still paying for
recovering.
him. Yeah, they still
Exactly.
paying for Tua. He don't even play for them
Exactly.
no more.
Exactly, bro. And so like I don't want Washington to be tied into a bad decision. So Jaden's got to do his best to reassure not only the fan base but mostly Adam Peters and the guys that are responsible for drafting the contracts that you're worth a long-term investment to be the franchise guy.
Yeah, because some people they're trying to see if he's injury prone or not. Like yes, he had the broken rib, but he's playing through that. We're seeing him a little gimpy and stuff, like him wincing in pain a little bit. They putting the massage gun on him or whatever, but he's still getting through that. Last year, we're seeing them not finish games. We're seeing them not finish the season. So this year, I just pray for, everybody on the team to stay healthy, and we get through the season, with a winning record. Hopefully, going to the playoffs for sure.
Get us
But
to the
yeah,
playoffs,
for sure. But
please.
yeah, we've been on here for what, an hour and 18 minutes, man. Shout
Some
out to
change.
everybody that's been clocking in with me and my guy Commander's Table, man. We out here, talking ball, trying to get these takes out the way. Let them know where they can find you at.
Appreciate everybody, man. To everybody that liked or commented or engaged with us, I'm really grateful. Anybody wants to find me, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It's Commander's Table. It's one word. On Twitter, I have bad takes. Apparently, people were packing me up today. If you want to laugh, you can go pull that up. And if you want to see me on Instagram, I'm always posting stories, and I have takes. Some of them you may not agree with, but you can always say the Commander's Table doesn't sound like nobody else. So I hope
Yes,
that you
sir.
guys would appreciate that, and feel free to subscribe to my channel as well.
Yes, sir, man. It's a good dude right here. We already talking about moves we making in the future. Like this
For
might
sure.
be a before the game, after the game. We getting each other's takes just every week, man. Just like I said, throughout the dry season, man, you gonna see me on his channel. You gonna see him on my channel because we trying
For
to
sure.
get these takes out and get our YouTubes on
That
to the next
trajectory.
level.
Yes,
We on the
sir.
road to 1,000 subscribers. So if everybody could sub to me, sub to my guy Commander's Table. He out here, one of the hardest working commanders, content creators. We trying to do our thing. Appreciate y'all, man. We clocking out for sure. Overtime with Otis, man. We clocking in.